If you're living in America, you have to tell me if this makes any sense. The food, what is going on? Like, it does not taste like food. Like, something's off. Please tell me I'm not the only one.
Is American food even food anymore? Chicken that chews like rubber, strawberries that rot in just 2 days, and beef that crumbles in the pan like play-doh. People travel abroad and swear they feel healthier after a single week of eating there. But back home, the same groceries leave them bloated, tired, and asking, what is going on with our food? The truth is, something is off. Today we're breaking down the real problems with US food, the myths that distract us, and most importantly, how you can shop smarter without spending a fortune.
Ground beef changed, or am I just like completely crazy? I will literally get my ground beef from the store. The date will be like 3 days later that it's like the sell by date, and then it's brown the next morning. Like I literally have to cook it the day that I go and pick it up. And why does it have such a weird smell now? I've bought meat from Kroger and Walmart and it does the exact same thing. I feel like Kroger's is a little worse. Something has definitely changed and it's freaking me out, and I haven't ordered ground beef or went to the grocery and bought ground beef in literally weeks because my husband thinks it tastes different. It smells really gross when you're cooking it.
You've probably noticed this. You buy fresh ground beef. It looks okay in the package, but when it hits the pan, the texture seems off. It releases tons of water and just doesn't taste right.
But you guys, it's not...
Bro, did you see that meat? Like, what is it? That's not ground beef. I don't know what they are using for food nowadays.
So what's going on? It's not plastic. It's not Play-Doh. The truth is a mix of industrial shortcuts. First, water retention. Meat is often treated to hold extra water, which makes it weigh more, and yes, you're literally paying for water. Second, grinding methods. Supermarkets often grind trimmings and fat together, sometimes days before you buy it. By the time you cook it, that grind doesn't behave like freshly cut beef. Some meat is even mechanically tenderized, basically stabbed with needles to soften it, which changes how it cooks.
Some people have asked me what foods I do not eat as a food scientist, and I will list two of them right now that are off the top of my head. Any kind of burger that is cooked more on the raw, rare side. So I usually order a burger well done. This is because mechanically tenderized ground beef, basically if you take a thing of ground beef, and you're going like this to it, you're chopping it all up with some big old spikes. If there's like a little piece of meat down there that has E. coli on it, salmonella, whatever it is, you are basically taking that and distributing it everywhere in that ground meat. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm just telling you my truth.
And while this doesn't make it fake, it does make it feel like a completely different product than real butcher ground beef. My tip, if you can, get beef ground fresh at a butcher. You'll taste the difference immediately.
But I've never seen this on ground beef, ever. All these, you got some explaining to do.
I bought this chicken at a local grocery store, and immediately it started falling apart as I was getting ready to bread it and put it in the fryer. It started stringing up and it totally disintegrated after I filmed this video. Broke down into these stringy substance-like things. What is going on with the chicken? Does anyone have any thoughts on this?
Ever notice how American chicken shrinks, leaks water, and sometimes chews like rubber? That's not your imagination. Much of it's been plumped, injected with water, salt, and additives to make it look bigger. You're paying for water weight, not meat.
Today we are comparing chicken breasts. This is from my local butcher. This is what I usually get my chicken from. And then we also have chicken from Walmart as well as Purdue chicken. Visually, you can see there's a huge difference between what we're getting at our local butcher from a farm compared to what they're giving us at Walmart. It says there could be up to 5% water retained. We're gonna weigh out the biggest ones and compare the size difference between the different chicken breasts. So we have our scale set up here. Now we're gonna take the biggest breast from our local butcher shop, and it measures in at 187 grams. Now, we're gonna have to trim some of this extra stuff off of this breast because I want it to be as accurate as possible. So we've cut the Walmart one to take out that excess that was on the sides.
392 grams.
What?
And the other one was
$187?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from our local butcher shop. This is the Walmart chicken breast. This is the Purdue breast, which is supposed to be a little bit better quality than the Walmart one. Let's go ahead and weigh this one out.
347.
Oh my gosh. You compare the percentage difference between the smallest breast we have to the largest, it's 109.6% bigger at Walmart than it is from our butcher. Now the Purdue breast is a little bit smaller and it's 85.56% bigger than the breast from our butcher. 5% was supposed to be water. What is the major difference in our chicken? I'm not an expert in this, but this is alarming. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, or if you have any other theories as to why the breast at Walmart is double the size of the breast I get at my local butcher.
On top of that, most U.S. chicken is washed in chlorine baths, a process banned in Europe. It keeps bacteria down, but changes the texture and taste. And because birds are bred to grow in just 6 weeks, the meat ends up watery and stringy compared to slower raised farm birds. So yeah, it's still chicken, but it doesn't taste like the real thing. Let's talk produce. Ever buy strawberries that look perfect on the shelf, bright, shiny, huge, only to find them molding the very next day?
Y'all, what are they doing to our food? I got these strawberries like 3 days ago. Why are they all rotten and moldy already? Same for zucchini, mango, doesn't matter what you buy from the store. Why is it all going bad after 2 to 3 days? Why do I have to eat everything the same day that I purchase it? On top of that, like, why are the inside of all my strawberries white? Aren't they supposed to be red? At this point, y'all just want us to eat dust.
That's not in your head. Grocery store fruit often spoils faster than local farm produce. Why? First, supermarket supply chains are long. Strawberries are picked early, stored cold, and shipped across the country. By the time you buy them, they've already lost a ton of their shelf life.
Okay, so y'all, I don't know what's been going on lately with the strawberries in the stores, but all these strawberries is molding. Oh my goodness. Fuzzy and fuzzy, baby. I don't want these. You make me not even want a strawberry no more.
Second, modern strawberries are designed for size and durability, not flavor. That's why you'll often find white, hard centers. They were picked underripe just to survive transport.
I am well aware that our food that we have here in the US is crap. But tell me why, when I got strawberries, they're completely white on the inside. What in the world? And they have zero flavor. So what is going on with this? This is from Target. I've never had white strawberries before. Like, what is this? I'm getting tired of it. Anyone else?
And third, post-harvest treatments. Some fruits are sprayed, waxed, or even bleached to keep them looking fresh. They may look great, but inside, they're already on their way out. My advice, buy smaller, local fruit when you can. And if it's out of season, frozen fruit is often a better choice than fresh that's been sitting in a warehouse.
So we just came to the store to find some foods that don't have bioengineered food ingredients. And we started here at the soup aisle, and every last one of them seems to, except this very small portion right here. These are the ones that don't have bioengineered food ingredients. All of these bioengineered. And like 90% of them, we went through a ton of cans, and every last one. These aren't, because they're organic. You think, oh yeah, these gotta be healthy, right? Contains bioengineered food ingredients. Yep, almost every Campbell's does. Says it right there. Contains bioengineered food ingredients.
Have you seen this label? Contains a bioengineered food ingredient. It sounds harmless, but what does that actually mean? A couple years ago, the USDA replaced the word GMO with bioengineered. It's the same thing, just friendlier marketing.
Same product, bought 4 months apart. Notice, now contains a bioengineered food ingredient. Trash.
The problem is, companies don't have to label everything. If an ingredient falls under certain thresholds, they can skip it. That means you might still be eating GMO ingredients without ever knowing.
I'm here at Aldi, and almost everything they have contains bioengineered food ingredients.
Are GMOs inherently bad? Not necessarily. The science is complicated, but the lack of transparency makes people distrust the label. And honestly, I don't blame them.
How could I eat pasta, pizza, and wine every day and actually lose weight? What is wrong with the food that we're eating in the United States? Can somebody please explain to me why when I'm in Europe, I can have like coffee with sugar and real milk in it, croissants for breakfast, pasta, pizza every day, and wine? All of these foods in the US would make me put on weight, so bloated, have so many stomach problems. And there, nothing. I actually lose weight. I literally go around Italy and I'm eating pasta and pizza every day, wine every day, gelato, and I'm losing weight. From the US, I'm trying to eat really clean, eating my little salads, eating my quinoa, and like that is not happening. And before you say, oh, because you walk so much, I walk all the time. Like I do my 4-mile walk, sometimes like twice a day here in the US too. So it's not the steps, it is what we're putting in the food.
Ever go overseas and notice something strange? You eat pasta in Italy, bread in France, or sushi in Japan, and suddenly you're not bloated, you're not tired, and you feel better? So why does food feel so different abroad?
The food in the US is poison, and let me show you. I've been in France for the past 14 days, and my clothes simply no longer fit. And it was not big at all before, literally on the tight side. They're all falling off to the point where if I let this go, it'll fall down. And for some context, back at home, I work out multiple times a week. I eat super clean, no processed food. I drink filtered water, make my own butter, make my own sourdough. It simply doesn't add up. Like, what is the difference? It has to be just the quality of food there.
A big reason, additives. The US allows thousands of chemicals in food that other countries ban. Artificial dyes like Red 40, preservatives like BHA, even chlorine-washed chicken, perfectly legal here, but banned or heavily restricted elsewhere. Another factor, supply chains. In Europe, bread often has 4 ingredients: flour, water, salt, and yeast. In the US, bread can have 30 different additives, stabilizers, and dough conditioners. It's not that Europe is perfect, it's that our system here is designed around convenience, mass production, and shelf life. Flavor and nutrition come second.
I go to college in the Netherlands, and every time I come back to the US, I have to see a nutritionist because my stomach is in shambles. So I want to talk about the 2 biggest differences I've noticed between the food in the Netherlands and the food in the US. Number 1 is not talked about enough. When you go to a grocery store in the US, you have like sugar-free yogurt, sugar-free candy. You have all of these substitutes that seem like the healthier option, but it's actually just extremely processed and hard for your stomach to digest. No wonder you can't find these alternatives in Europe. Number 2, the supermarkets in the US have so many options. If you go to a cereal aisle in the US, you're gonna have like 40 different cereals to choose from. And when you go to the cereal aisle in Europe, you have like 5 different cereals because half of the ingredients that are in the cereals in the US are just banned.
So what can you do about it without going broke? Here are some practical tips. Buy local when possible. Farmers markets, CSAs, or even smaller local grocers often sell fresher food.
You're losing money shopping at big grocery stores. Everything I got from our local farmers market, and I saved money because I did the math in comparison to Walmart. I got these gorgeous tomatoes, 5-pound bag of Vidalia onions, cute little cucumber poppers. These are delicious. Whole thing of cherry tomatoes, 2 big huge eggplants, a whole mess of squash, whole bag of zucchini, a whole big old bag of mixed red and golden baby potatoes, and 10 rainbow bell peppers. I spent $32. For all of this at Walmart, it would have cost me $53. $53. I saved $21. $21 on all of this. Anyway, this is your sign. Shop your local farmers markets.
Frozen produce is usually picked ripe and frozen quickly. It can actually be healthier than old fresh fruit. If you eat meat often, consider buying from a butcher.
I just left our local butcher shop and I want to show y'all what all I got. I spent a total of $85 and I got 4 packs of hamburger meat. These are 1.5 pounds each, so I got 6 pounds total. I got a pack of boneless pork chops. I got 2 boneless ribeyes, and I got a 3-pound chuck roast. Now this is all locally farmed beef and pork. Out of curiosity, I went to my Walmart app and I added everything, all of the same stuff to my Walmart cart, and my total was $115. And God knows where that meat's coming from, if you know what I mean. So don't let Walmart trick y'all into thinking that y'all are getting the best deals by shopping there. If you have a local meat market, go and price check. It's much better for you, it's better for your economy, just better all in all.
Always check ingredient lists. Fewer ingredients usually means less processing.
Here are my top 5 tips for learning how to read ingredient labels like a holistic nutritionist. Number 1, nutrition label ingredients are listed in order by weight. So whatever the product is made up of most will be the first ingredient. Look at the first 3 listed to see what you'll be primarily consuming in the product. Number 2, do not be fooled by buzzwords and claims you see on product packaging. There are so many unregulated terms and so many ways that companies love to trick you into thinking something is clean or natural when it's not. So do not fall victim to words like natural, gluten-free, low carb, low calorie, light. None of it means anything. Number 3, look how long the ingredient label itself is. If it has 5+ ingredients, it's likely that you're consuming an ultra-processed food. This doesn't mean to never eat it, but it helps you be aware of how many processed foods you're eating in a day as opposed to whole or minimally processed foods. Number 4, be aware of refined sugars and start to familiarize yourself with the numerous names that companies use to list them on their ingredient labels. There are 50+ common terms for refined sugars that you'll see on different ingredient labels. And finally, number 5, choose 1 to 2 ingredients you're looking to eliminate from your diet and just focus on that.
And shop seasonally. Foods in season are cheaper, fresher, and taste way better.
Happy October! It is a new month, which means it is time for a new produce guide. Shopping your produce in season and locally when you can is a great way to ensure that it's not only the most delicious and nutritious it can be, but also the most affordable. Here's the list of in-season produce for the month of October. Apples, beets, blackberries, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, corn, cranberries, eggplant, figs, grapes, kale, pears, peppers, persimmons, plums, pomegranate, potatoes, pumpkin, squash, sweet potatoes, and tomatoes.
So, is American food fake? Not exactly, but the shortcuts, additives, and industrial tricks can make it feel fake. The good news is, you don't have to accept it. With a little awareness, you can eat better, save money, and avoid the worst of the system. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the weirdest food experience you've had from a US grocery store? Drop your story in the comments. I am betting there are some wild ones. And if you found this eye-opening, hit like, subscribe, and share this video, because the more we know about what's really on our plates, the better choices we can make.